welcome to our top 10 comic countdown picks. Right?
That
Nailed
sounds
it.
good.
Nailed it. This is our show where we go over about 10 of the hottest books we think you'll want to hear about. We go over them pretty fast, so you don't miss out on anything if you can only got a few minutes to find out.
Right.
Yeah, all that what I said made sense. I'm Andy,
I'm Matt.
and we're here with Infinity Flux Comics out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. And I think this is a pretty huge week, so let's get into it. I'm going to start off with X-Men Hellfire Gala 2023. So whenever the Hellfire Gala comes around, big things are going to happen for the
Oh
X-Men,
yeah.
and this is no different. Some big stuff goes on in this one. Not really a big spoiler to say that because we've seen all the stuff. Kamala Khan comes back in this one as a mutant. So if you're looking for where does that story start, happens in here. Plus, you want to see what causes the fall of X event that is in here as well. A lot going down in this issue.
Next is Superman: The Last Days of Lex Luthor #1. This is a big magazine size edition. In this story, this is a Black Label book. Let me say so. It's its own continuity. In this book, Lex Luthor is dying, and he goes to Superman for help finding a cure with what is killing him. Superman obviously agrees to help because he's Superman. He wants to preserve all life, but there may be another reason why he wants to help Lex too. So you'll have to read it to find out.
And next up, we've got Night Terrors #2. This is #2 in the main kind of spine of the series. So this continues our story. This time with the newly resurrected Sandman, not Neil Gaiman's Sandman, but Wesley Dodd's Sandman, and Deadman still in Batman's body. This is where Deadman learns the history of the Nightmare Stone that Insomnia is going after, thanks to Sandman. Really, really fun issue. A lot goes down in this one, and we learn a lot more about Insomnia and
Yeah.
where he comes from. So, if you're enjoying this, I know a lot of our customers are. You don't want to miss issue #2 of Night Terrors.
Next is Avengers #3. So this is very literally setting the pieces on the board for a big battle to come. There is a group known as the Ashen Combine, which is this kind of reminds me of Thanos's Black Order.
Mm-hmm.
5 different like celestial beings. They come down to Earth. Each one attacks a different city. The Avengers have to split up to go take on those guys. But well, will they win? We don't know because that hasn't happened yet. But all of the pieces are being put in place for a big battle to come.
I've got our second big week for second issues. This is Ultimate Invasion #2. So in the first one, we saw the Maker is going off to create his own ideal universe. We saw that he affected the life of Peter Parker by not getting bit by the spider in this new universe. But in this, we learn how much he has changed this new universe to be kind of the leader of it. And what are some familiar faces doing in this new universe? This is crazy. There'll be some, you turn the page and you're like, what am I seeing? But I'm sure you're going to enjoy it and want to read more in Ultimate Invasion #2.
Next from Boom, we have Alice Never After #1. So if you're an Alice in Wonderland fan, you're definitely going to want to check this out. Alice she's trying to chase down the White Rabbit because she notices that he's always coming and going from places really, really quickly, like he's always in a hurry. She wants to track him down, see what he's doing. But that's in Wonderland. Meanwhile, Alice is also in the real world, and her father and her sister are trying to figure out what is causing her mental state in the real world. And will they find out? I have no idea.
I've got World Tree #4. So usually, I don't make one of like a series this far in kind of a key issue that we talk about, but this one is big. So in this one, we get to see kind of the original discovery of the Undernet that has been, this new kind of plague that's taking over. Plus, we learn the origin of that woman that's been in every issue of it. We actually learn who she
Mm.
is. So I think a lot of people will be very interested. I really like the pace the series is moving along. We're actually learning a lot each issue. So that is World Tree #4.
Next, we have What If Dark Spider-Gwen. So this is basically what if Spider-Man died on the George Washington Bridge during that big fight with Green Goblin instead of Gwen Stacy. what does she do? How does she react? How does the Green Goblin react? What does he do? You'll have to read this to find out.
I've got Incredible Hulk #2. So if you were looking for a horror book, I suggest trying out Incredible Hulk because this issue is creepy. We pick up with Hulk and the new character Charlie, who ran away from home in the last one. Uh, while they're having a conversation about who each other are in the woods, a zombie kind of walks by and says, like, "Hey, I'm heading to this thing over here." It's goes there, and I would say the best description of this would be a horror, like Hellboy meets Appalachian folklore. So you want some creepy people in the woods and all that kind of stuff. Very dark, very mysterious, very ominous. Just highly recommend this issue of Incredible Hulk.
And the next is Batman Beyond Neo-Gothic #1. So this is the follow-up to the Batman Beyond Neo Year series that wrapped up just a little while ago. In this one, some children in Neo-Gotham are going missing, and Batman realizes that they're being taken into the depths of old Gotham, like deep, deep underground. He has to find a guide to take him down there, and they are going to find that it's not just the kids that are down there.
And that is it for our top 10 comic quick picks. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for our longer spoiler light review show that we'll be doing here in just a minute, where we'll be talking about all of the big books coming out, their variants, all that fun stuff. We'll be talking more in depth about the ones we just talked about. But until then, you can also head over to infinityflux.net where you can pre order the books, you can order the variant covers. Everything that you pre order, you get 10% off of, and it helps us out. We would really appreciate it. So, thank you so much for watching, and until next time,
See ya.
bye.